What can a genius do when they fall in love?
우리는 닥터 friends.
Dr.
Friends
Friends here. How did surgical gloves originate in medical history? They have a nickname. Consider them the most romantic invention in the world and listen.
Until recently, surgeries were bare-handed and knives weren't cleaned. So how did gloves develop?
Some time passed. Have you heard of Johns Hopkins Hospital?
Yes, we are doctors.
Really, right? It's almost always mentioned as one of the world's top hospitals, and there are 4 people known as its founding members. William Osler, an internal medicine professor,
Oh, Osler.
and Howard Kelly, a gynecologist,
Kelly.
William Welch, a pathologist.
You mean Welch, right?
Today's main character, William Halsted, was a surgery professor. Halsted is actually the name of a place, and there's a suit shop named William Halsted.
Any
No connection at all. But William Halsted was so famous that his nickname was the father of American surgery. He was active mainly from 1880 to the 1900s, which isn't that long after Dr. Robert Liston was cutting legs with a knife. Right? About 30 years. Hernia surgery.
Wasn't it deadly?
He tackled the abdomen and was the first to devise radical mastectomy for breast cancer, saving lives.
Did they survive?
Yes, plus he performed cholecystectomy.
Antibiotics then?
They didn't.
But they survived.
Didn't.
But they survived. Anesthesia used chloroform or ether, like in 1846. He was born in 1850, so it had been decades since ether came out. In those decades, surgery advanced like crazy.
Anesthesia really sped up progress.
Guess why he's smart? He attempted and succeeded in a cholecystectomy in his 30s, but he died from cholecystitis. Died of sepsis from it because there was no one to operate. I had the skill, but later generations couldn't reach that level.
Didn't teach well.
He taught them diligently, but his skill was outstanding.
Back then, surgical tools and techniques were primitive.
Medical schools weren't institutionalized like today. It was chaotic. Some were good, others a mess. When he decided to become a doctor in America, he found schools were a mess. He was a local notable. Wouldn't it be nice to have a medical school? Need professors. Mr. Kim from the next village is great. Bring him. He's a professor. Learn a year, get a license. Total mess.
Not by the government.
I did. Since it was for our hospital. Dr. Halsted realized staying meant becoming a butcher, so he went to Europe, which was way ahead of America then. Europe was the world's center. He studied hard there, returned at 30 in 1880, and quickly made for himself due his surgical skills.
Some people are skilled.
In 1884, he read a paper about a new anesthetic. He had to try it. From the Ophthalmology Society. Eye surgery is tough. Since it's sensitive, if anesthesia isn't perfect, it fails. But with this, the patient stayed still. What was it?
Propofol, maybe.
It's shocking. Everyone knows it negatively. Cocaine, doctors then.
They were
Their
daring.
experimental spirit was intense. They heard about cocaine and wanted to try it.
Try it.
They brought in a student, gave cocaine, checked if it hurt. It didn't hurt. No pain. Doctor will dispose of the cocaine. Wait. Leave it. I'll handle it. Doctor, shall we eat? No. Go. Too tired, leave quickly. Alone did cocaine, got addicted?
Wow.
Cocaine makes you feel really good. But back then, there was no awareness of the problem because they even held laughing gas parties. But what made him think he had to quit was when he went in for surgery after doing cocaine. It felt strange.
Hallucinations.
Being a genius, he realized this felt different and thought, I need to quit cocaine. So, how do you quit now?
With weaker drugs.
Right? It's just impossible. He held back all his life, then gave in. His mood was bad, and he had a terrible temper. Many descriptions of Dr. Halsted always mention, Halsted was angry and bad-tempered.
Severe withdrawal.
His personal letters are full of curses. He was that kind of a bad-tempered person. But being a doctor, he knew he was irrationally angry. So he thought, is there a rational way to scold someone? He found hand washing. You had to do surgeries with bare hands. How thoroughly should you wash? All hospitals were doing it thoroughly because doctors Semmelweis confirmed the need for hand washing. Surprisingly, even in his time, there were microscopes, but they were toys for nobility. They began to see value observing microorganisms, and the concept was forming. He washed diligently, but Dr. Halsted was excessively strict, starting with washing hands with soap. There was a solution called potassium permanganate, which is acidic. He washed with it, but that wasn't all. He dipped his hands in hot oxalic acid for sterilization, then finished with toxic mercuric chloride. His hands were left raw and red. Who checked? Dr. Halsted, angry without cocaine, chased people asking if they washed properly. You want to escape, but he's a genius. You need to learn from him as he's the only one who can do many surgeries. Reluctantly, you learn under him. A genius divil. Then a change comes. Nurse Miss Hampton arrives, meticulous and kind. But her hands are weak. Her hands turn red, and it's painful.
Some are.
Halsted liked others' pain. Hampton was an exception.
He liked her beauty.
Hampton was Jonastown's beauty. Halsted said, without cocaine, I get angry. But seeing Hampton makes me smile.
Good at work too, kind and gentle.
You have to wash your hands to treat patients. Rumors said she might quit surgery because washing hands was hard. Halsted was crushed. He secretly loved her.
Was it truly love?
If
Yeah.
she leaves, he won't see her. He needed a solution. While pondering, he prays and thinks of an innovative idea. He carefully makes a plaster cast of her hands, right up to the forearm, and sends it to Goodyear in New York. He requests them to design thin, yet durable rubber gloves that perfectly fit these hands, emphasizing that the cost does not matter. It's a gesture filled with romance.
So about Goodyear,
Do you know the company? They were pioneers.
Tires.
They manufactured condoms, known for their thinness and strength. With that expertise, Goodyear crafted gloves for Hepburn's cast. They were even cleaner than bare hands, because they had no fingerprints. Hepburn stayed in surgery, and Halsted adopted them too. This sparked a trend, reducing surgery infection rates from 17% to 2%. The troubled genius realized the feeling of love and helped humanity with this innovation. History advancing here.
many were saved.
Yes, many were saved, even students.
It also helped protect medical staff since surgery with bare hands was risky and prone to infection.
Injury leads to infection. The most romantic invention. Now you get it.
Dr. Halsted, who gifted the gloves, married Nurse Hampton in June 1890. He married Nurse Hampton in June 1890.
See what a genius who once sought to torment others can do if they fall in love?
Anyway, we've covered another historical topic. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like.
Thank you.